another so-called hard questions, but you guys can do this. It's not that hard. For what value of m is dash divided by dash? What does it mean? So let's start with let's give it a name. P of x be equal to x cube 1x cube minus 2mx square plus 16. Okay, and you have your g of x or your d of x, whatever you guys want to call it, as 1x plus 2. So what they're telling is divisible by that. What does it mean? That is p of x or g of x is a factor of p of x. That's what it means, right? This is given by default. I mean, it's given in the question, not default. This is given. So g of x can divide p of x with a remainder 0. That's what it means. So now, what is that we have to use over here? We kind of have to understand what exactly we have to use to solve this. Well, we have to make use of, yes, remainder theorem. Okay. So as per remainder theorem, the output will be, the remainder will be 0 if the expressions are factor, if the numerator is divisible by the denominator. Is it not? So how do you figure out the remainder? Using remainder theorem. So the very first step is finding the 0 of your denominator. Is it not, guys? So first is, let's figure out 0 of g of x. So for that, I'll start off with let t be a 0 of g of x. So if I equate x is equal to t as per remainder theorem, I mean, as per the whole idea about 0, it should be, the output should be equal to 0, right? Yes. This is the whole idea of 0 itself. So then all I have to do is, in place of x, I'll put t. I need to solve this minus 2 minus 2. So t is equal to minus 2. Again, please don't get confused over here. It's okay for you guys to go back to the old method wherein you're taking up x and so on and so forth. You're solving this as x. It's okay. You need not go into the hardcore concept which I'm doing. But yes, understanding this way will improve your IQ. That I can promise. You need to understand what exactly is happening over here. I'm calling that 0 as t. And then I'm solving for it. That's all. Nothing else. So again, this method is also correct. What you guys do in your books also is correct. Now, what is the next thing? Since we have g of x is a factor of p of x as per factor theorem, right? When I substitute p of x being equal to minus 2, I should get an output of 0. That's it. So all I have to do is do that. In place of x, I'm going to write minus 2 1 into minus 2 the whole cube minus 3 minus 2 into m into minus 2 the whole square plus 16 should be equal to 0. Any negative number raised to the power of odd is what? Is negative itself, is it not? So we have minus, right? 1 into anything is the same thing. So minus 1 into 2 cube will be what? 8. But I'm showing the steps. Next is 2m into minus 2 whole square will be what? See, always decide on the sign. That's why I'm giving the emphasis on this. It's not a required step, but still I'm doing it so that you guys understand. Any negative power to the power of even is a positive expression. So this will be 2 square itself. Plus 16 is equal to 0. Now we will simplify this. See, this step is not required, by the way. I'm just doing it so that you guys understand. This is minus 8. This is minus 8m plus 16 being equal to 0. Simplify this a bit further. So this is nothing but plus 8 being equated to 0. So what is the next thing? We need to subtract 8. This and this will get cancelled. So 8m is equal to minus 8. So for the simplification, what should I do? I should, yes, divide with 8. So m is equal to plus 1. Okay guys, so m is equal to 1. That's it. So find the value of m. We found the value of m. Right. So for verification, I'll use graph. So your expression will be x cube minus 2x square plus 16, right? And x plus 2. Okay, remember that. X cube minus 2x square plus 16. X. Not that. X cube minus 2x square itself. This is 0. The coefficient of this is 0. Then we have 16. And the one which is dividing is x plus 2, a simple guy. X plus 2. O3 over here. So what will you see over here now? Think about it. What will you see? Right? You will be able to see this actually. Let me cancel this. You'll be able to see a graph which is intersecting. Yes. This is a curved graph. You're not able to see the curve since I've zoomed in. So you can see over clearly both are passing what? Yes. Let me arrange it for you guys. Where is 0? Okay, this side. Yeah guys, so this should, I hope this should make things clear. So both these graphs are passing minus 2. The dividend and divisor are passing minus 2. Can you see that? Right? And what did we get theoretically? Minus 2 as your 0. See, I'm not talking about value of m. Please don't get confused. I'm talking about minus 2. Minus 2 is the 0 of both. Right? I told you the concept. If p of x is a factor of, is divisible by g of x, then both will have at least one common 0. And that's what we are looking at. Can you see that? And the common 0 is minus 2. Please don't get confused with the value of m. M is just a coefficient. It's not a 0. Okay. So I hope you guys saw the verification. And this is your answer.